Alright guys, this is the weekly update on the crypto market. If you haven't noticed, nothing has really changed too much from the last two updates. So if you haven't watched those, I kind of cover my more higher time frame outlook. Obviously we've been range bound for like 2 weeks, so nothing crazy has changed. Anyway, let's go over it briefly. This one's probably going to be a little bit more short. Anyway, high time frame range. We're consolidating on this volume point of control. I'm not too interested in trading that right now until we either get a break up or break down. Some type of deviation away from this point of control will make me more interested in trading it. Until then, not too interesting. Value area high. I have interest in shorting along with several other levels up here. If we come to the upside, should be nice resistance. Value area low. Currently held as support. If we come down here, I am looking for longs, but just know that it's a little bit risky. It'll be something like this zone, and the confirmation will likely be a claim either back into the range or back above one of these lows. I'll go a little bit more into depth on that. But yeah, just right now, Bitcoin's consolidating. It's honestly, I haven't even really looked at it too much, but it's kind of making a little sort of triangle, however you want to draw it, consolidation. So a big move, hopefully happening soon. I don't care either way. I don't have a huge bias. Obviously, we had a big liquidation drop, pump. No matter how you look at it, we're range bound in a higher time frame range, a lower time frame range, trading, between key volume levels. So again, in my other video, I kind of go over my areas of interest a little bit lower. I will be looking at this pivot along with the deviation of the channel and the daily level. That's something that I've recently come up with that is not in the other video. So if we do want to front run these range lows, 87,300 is where I'm starting to look. But yeah, not too much has changed as far as a higher time frame bias, so make sure you watch that video. Bitcoin, will recap this other trade that we took really quick. It only hit one take profit and then it got stopped at entry. Guess what? That's totally fine though. We're range bound right now. Until something changes, we're not expecting trades to go hit several take profits unless it's a scalp. But we had several other levels. I remember there was like a weekly open right here, VWAP, scaled into this Bitcoin trade. After we flipped market structure on the hourly, flipped back above the range and the higher time frame point of control at that time. So I took a trade, took take profit 1 here, was going to take profit 2 with the liquidity, take profit 3 is also liquidity, but obviously those never hit. So Bitcoin took liquidity back into the range, as simple as that, rejected off of the mini range, value area high. If Bitcoin drops a bit lower, like I said, I have interest in the high volume node. That's on the daily candlestick that caused the big drop. We have a 786 pulled from this low to this high of this range, and then the high time frame value area low. There's not a lot going on, so I'm not going to tell you my exact idea right now. It'll be more of a confirmation type of trade. That's the only long I would take unless more price action develops. We like flip this, get a nice move, there's some retest, some type of new price action formed is given. We kind of have to stick with this for now. So ETH, again, nothing really has changed. ETH is range bound. You could have potentially looked for a long at this range point of control. The reason I didn't is we took out these 3 highs along with coming back below this value area high. So we could make a new high, but probabilities are that we do something like this, rotate a little lower and continue this range until proven otherwise. This is really, really low time frame liquidity, but it's on the 3-minute. Bit of liquidity there, lining up with the anchored VWAP on a higher time frame, along with the golden pocket from low to high of the range, along with the deviation pulled from the high to this recent low that we put in. So area of interest on ETH, I do have a bit of interest here. Again, we'll have to see how things develop. If I'm willing to take a trade at that area, it'll be more of a confirmation type of trade. No matter what style of trader you are, you shouldn't have a crazy bias for the week, because on every time frame we're just very, very range bound. We're kind of just stuck in this old range. If we come back to we're consolidating on this old range point of control, if we come to the value area low, it also lines up with my area of interest in this current range. So that's an important thing to note. I don't often use old range volume profile data, but when it's such a clean high time frame range like this, I don't think you can go wrong doing that. So another thing to note on ETH, I'm kind of just waiting for things to develop. Right now, obviously on the 1 hour is bullish, but like I said, we take in liquidity above highs, come back into the range. So I'm skeptical with longs. If we flip this weekly open later on, or get some nice retest, again, it's all just waiting for things to develop. Right now, it's just a range, so there's not much going on as far as Bitcoin and ETH go. To the upside, there's a lot of short levels up here. Not going to cover that too in depth. But yeah, main thing to let you guys know is area of interest down here on ETH. We, of course, could have something else form, but as of right now, that's what's going on. ETH BTC has taken the range high and it's come back into the range. I think that's important to look at as far as knowing whether it's better to long or short Bitcoin or Ethereum. So again, no super big bias on this. We're holding above the range high, value area high, but since we've taken liquidity and dropped, I'm not too biased on it right now. I'd much rather trade coins like XRP or other volatile altcoins that aren't range bound. It'll make your risk to reward and entry style confirmations a lot easier. This is the trade that we're currently in on XRP, hoping it can go to our final take profit, but it's taken liquidity above range high. So again, not super biased on this currently. We'll kind of have to see how this plays out. Oh geez, look at that. Anyway, short update. Stock market is trading to the upside while Bitcoin is ranging. That's not super bullish. But yeah, nothing too much has changed from the last video update. So like I said, if you haven't watched that, go give it a watch. Let me know what you think. I'll try to update better as the week progresses, but right now, as simply put, we're just range bound on all time frame. So, quick little update for you guys. Hopefully we can catch some bangers this week. Let me know if you take any trades, you're wondering on a setup, you got any questions. Always happy to help.